Hi, this is Alex Kantrowitz. I'm the host of Big Technology Podcast, a longtime reporter and an on-air contributor to CNBC. And if you're like me, you're trying to figure out how artificial intelligence is changing the business world and our lives. So each week on Big Technology, I bring on key actors from companies building AI tech and outsiders trying to influence it, asking where this is all going. They come from places like NVIDIA, Microsoft, Amazon, and plenty more. So if you want to be smart with your wallet, your career choices, in meetings with your colleagues, and at dinner parties, listen to Big Technology Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, bitch, and welcome to another episode of the Millennial Management Podcast. I am your host, Brandy, the Millennial Manager, and today is Wednesday, ho, inside of Patreon for everybody else. Outside of Patreon, it's Friday, ho. It's Friday, and no matter what day yo listening to this, I hope you are having a good motherfucking day, bitch. Okay? Thank you. Now, today's episode is emails. Because on Wednesday, we talked about the person who is doing too fucking much. And some of y'all, that's your ass, doing too much at your damn job. And know that you are doing too fucking much and you are doing other people's job. Okay? Now, today I have an email from Benny. Benny said he wrote a year and a half ago about some shit going on in his motherfucking job, and here we are again. So real quick, before I go into that, y'all make sure y'all tell Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, whatever way you are listening to me, that you love listening to this podcast. Give it 5 stars, bitch. Tell your mama, your granddaddy, your cousin, all of them, and tell them I cuss now, because if they don't want to hear that, they need to go on somewhere else. But if they can break through that and listen to the real talk about shit that goes on in your trifling ass job, then we can go somewhere. Okay? So tell your folk about it. Make sure you join Patreon if you want to get the episodes early. This week, Patreon had full recorded episodes on Monday, so everybody else don't get them till Wednesday. So let's get to it, bitch. Now, Benny, this email says, "Dear Brandy, it's me again, Betty's brother, Benny. I wrote to you about a year and a half ago about my stupid ass boss, and here I am right back with this bullshit. And I need to say this up front. I never in my life or in my goddamn life had to do this much documenting, tiptoeing, and mental gymnastics just to survive a job. Never, not once. I feel like I'm working and building a legal case at the same damn time because that's what you're doing. So here's what's going on. The black folk in my department have been dealing with our manager for a while now. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to expose myself if this trifling motherfucker ever listens to your podcast. But she is disrespectful, very slick, nasty, and she doesn't really speak directly to us like that, but she will be loud and performative around white team members, acting extra like we are not in the room. Damn. Okay, y'all got somebody that like to be the only one, and y'all know what I'm talking about. She leaves us off of emails, excludes us from meetings, and we absolutely need to be in. So we are constantly out of the loop, and it honestly feels intentional. That's because it is. On top of that, she huffs and puffs all day, like everyone is personally bothering her just by existing. It is always focused on what people did wrong and never what we did right. About a month ago, I finally got fed up and started documenting everything. It took your ass. Okay, I'm just stay focused. About a month ago, I finally got fed up and started documenting everything. Dates, times, notes, all of it. I never had to do anything like this in my life, but here we are. She also does not provide any real training or support for growth. It feels like she wants to be the only person who understands anything so she can stay in control of whatever the situation is. The work environment has become increasingly hostile, and honestly, it's hard to tolerate. I feel like she does not even like us. Hell. I am not even sure she likes any damn body. So what do I do next? Do I keep documenting and take my ass to HR? Or do I get my motherfucking ass up out of here before I lose my cool? Benny, let me tell you something. When you have a manager that behaves in this way or a leader that behaves in this way, HR is aware. The company is aware of this type of behavior because they allow it to continue. I'm sure you are not the only person who is either getting ready to complain or that has complained about her ass, but they don't see her as an issue. They don't see her as a fucking problem. And at the end of the day, if she is not costing the organization any money, meaning a lawsuit of some sort, which you have been documenting, or there's some type of account loss, like there has to be some type of loss for the company for them to take actionable steps to get rid of this bitch, because she's not causing the company a problem. She's causing your ass a problem. And at the end of the day, if she's not causing them an issue, they'll get rid of your ass before they get rid of her. Okay. Say amen. Thank you. I want to talk about a few things. Number one, in this email, you said that you have never had to do this much documenting and tiptoeing mental gymnastics in your entire life. And you just started documenting what the fuck's been going on last month. It's April. The last time we talked about this bitch was a year and a half ago. And your ass is still there. Probably because you are comfortable and you know it. Sometimes the donkey you know is better than the donkey that your ass don't know. But in situations like this, where you have been going round and round in a fucking circle, what do you think is going to happen? Nothing. This is insanity. Your email is insane. You need to get the fuck out of here, okay? If you want to stay, it is going to come at the cost of your mental health and the cost of you growing in your career. Because also another portion of your email said that she leaves you off of email.
If you felt stuck trying to lose weight, you're not alone. Enter Weight Loss by Hers. It's designed to support you in reaching your goals. And Hers now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen. With Wegovy through Hers, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise. It helps you regulate your appetite, eat less, and keep weight off. Plus, Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss, so there are no needles needed. Everything is 100% online through Hers. You'll connect with a licensed provider who'll determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door. No insurance necessary. Ready to reach your goals? Visit forhers.com/believe to get personalized, affordable care that gets you. That's forhers.com/BLEAV. Forhers.com/believe. Weight Loss by Hers is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit forhers.com.
Hi, this is Alex Kantrowitz. I'm the host of Big Technology Podcast, a longtime reporter and an on-air contributor to CNBC. And if you're like me, you're trying to figure out how artificial intelligence is changing the business world and our lives. So each week on Big Technology, I bring on key actors from companies building AI tech and outsiders trying to influence it, asking where this is all going. They come from places like NVIDIA, Microsoft, Amazon, and plenty more. So if you want to be smart with your wallet, your career choices, in meetings with your colleagues, and at dinner parties, listen to Big Technology Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Else excludes you from meetings that you absolutely need to be in. So it feels like you're constantly out of the loop, meaning you don't know how to effectively do your fucking job. Then you continue in the email and said that she also does not provide any real training or support for growth. It feels like she wants to be the only person who understands anything so that she can stay in control of whatever is going on. Now, I don't know if you listened to the episode on Wednesday, Benny, but I talked about a doer that is really focused on job security, but there's a whole other person that is solely focused on job security. And it's somebody who wants to moan, bitch, and complain about their staff and act like their staff is so terrible, their staff is so this, because that creates job security. If I make this space chaotic, who's going to control it? Nobody's going to want to control it when you're complaining about it all the time. You making it seem like it's so negative, it's so awful, it's so this, it's so that. And it really don't have to be like that if you had better managers, if you had a better leader. But if I keep this space chaotic, that is job security. See what the fuck I'm saying? It's some sick people out here. You cannot just assume that everybody is operating with the same level of logic that you are. You are looking at this through a totally like logical lens. Why would you not want me to grow? Why would you not want me to elevate? Someone who is hell bent on creating this high level of control over staff does not want you to grow, does not want you to elevate, because that means I have to see you as an equal. Also, why the fuck would I want to do that? I'm hell bent on keeping you right here. I don't want you to grow. I don't want you to pass me. I want you to stay right here where I can see your ass, where I can control you, control how much knowledge you're getting, control how much you grow in your career, control how much you elevate at any point inside of this organization. HR is not going to do anything for you. The only way that you are really going to receive any type of mental peace and clarity is to move on with your life. And I don't know if that's the fuck I told your ass to do last year or a year and a half ago, but I'm pretty sure if I read your email, I'm sure I told your ass to get the fuck out of there. I'm telling you, it is not worth it. It is not worth the lack of growth that you are experiencing. You could be off making some money somewhere else, doing a job that you actually like, working with a manager or a leader who is really there to support you and not to hinder you from growing and elevating. What the fuck are you doing? Benny, get the fuck out of there. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your breath. That's one option, is to get the fuck out. The second option is, if you really want to endure it and put your mental health on the line, is to stay, form a lawsuit. But who knows how fucking long that is going to take. And is it worth it? Probably not. It's not. The company knows what type of environment this woman is creating. They are not aware. They know. Her boss knows. Okay. Thank you. Have a good motherfucking day, bitch. Get your ass a damn job. Also, get your ass work receipts. I don't know exactly how you're documenting this process and how you're keeping track of everything. Get work receipts. WRK receipts. It is an app. It is an online platform. It is free for you to document what the fuck is going on at your job. It is not free for you to talk to an attorney, but they can connect you to one for an additional fee. Okay? Take your ass over to work receipts. My favorite. Education. This one says, "Hi, Brandy. I work for a messy ass school system." I added messy ass, but messy school system. Anywho, my husband and I have been together for almost 30 years. We have 4 children together, all daughters. Congratulations. That's beautiful. We are a family full of jokesters, and our favorite person to prank is my husband. Recently, my daughter uploaded a TikTok of my husband, and it went viral for posting a video of us joking with him, saying that I got fired for being unruly. I had a coworker say something about it as if she had heard I was getting terminated for the video. Do you think this is a fireable offense? I don't, actually. I would review your company's social media terms, but just because somebody said something, that don't mean shit. Number one. Number two, it's a video that went viral. I hope you didn't film it at your job, and I hope you didn't say anything about your job. But yeah, girl, I don't think that's a fucking problem, baby. I really don't. I do think that you need to block some people online. I do think that if you know this person's TikTok, if you know the person's account on Instagram, personal Facebook, I don't think you should be friends with anybody at your damn job. That's number one. Outside of work, no. Keep it very like surface level in the workplace. I block people all the fucking time, and I don't feel bad about it. Because what are you going to do to me? You can't beat my ass because I blocked you. You gonna tell on me because I don't have to be friends with anybody inside of the organization, and you don't either. So if I were you, I would get this person's handle and block their ass. Number one, look at your organization's you work in a school. I don't know why I keep saying organization, but look at y'all social media policy. And I doubt it says anything about you pranking someone because you didn't list where you work. You didn't say where you worked. You didn't communicate anything about your job. So at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Right? Other than this little, bitch that need to mind her motherfucking business. But that's what I would do. I would block their ass. Be careful on social media, y'all. I say that, and I post some of the most craziest shit sometimes. However, I also know where I work, and I also know that is a possibility if I ever did anything or said anything that makes the organization look bad, they will let me go. And at the end of the day, I'm fine with that. So you need to, make sure if you gonna post online, you need to know where you work and be protective of where you work. Like, I never talk about my job, and people never see my job if I happen to record at work. You don't see where I work. So you just need to be careful with that if you happen to record at work or make a video about your job. Okay, bitch? Say yes. Thank you. Have a good motherfucking day, ho. Let's go to another email. All right, this one is healthcare. I love healthcare. It says, "Hello, Brandy. My name is blank." Okay, Betty. We don't put our name in here. My name is Betty. All right. I am a nurse that works for blank. Okay, I'm not going to say where you work. I have been at this location for 14 years. I have a manager that is a micromanager, a liar. And I believe that this person is jealous of my professionalism and work ethic. I don't lean on her, nor do I acquire her assistance majority of the time. Over the years, she has tried to do things to get me suppressed. Okay. But I've always managed to confront it and stand my ground for.
Do you love rom-coms? Do you wish you could talk about Christmas movies year-round? Then we have the perfect podcast for you, Hallmarkies Podcast. Throughout the year, we cover all things romance, holiday, and Hallmark, including recaps of every Hallmark show, like When Calls the Heart and The Way Home. You can also get loads of bonus content covering shows like Bridgerton, Sweet Magnolias, and Just Like That. We are an all-female group of friends who are passionate for these shows and movies and give our honest opinions as well as gush over what we love so much. But that's not all. Every Monday, there are interviews with all your favorite actors, writers, directors, and more. Check out Hallmarkies Podcast on all your podcast providers and on YouTube. That's Hallmarkies Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This and my no-nonsense personality, people try to label me as a mean girl or being difficult at work. No write-ups, no disciplinary actions has ever been, or ever been had. She has never been written up. Recently, my manager lied to me and stated that she never had a specific conversation with both a coworker and I on speakerphone about a current situation. I responded professionally, but told her that was not the conversation. Not too many fellow nurses call her or her other assistant nurses manager out enough. Okay, so she's saying that not too many people stand up to them is what she's saying. I get left to work alone, long days without support. I do the work, don't complain, but also I am expected to be a team player when it's in their interest. I am high key tired of this shit, Betty. Betty, if you tired of this shit, find you another job. If you are sick of her ass, you tired of this back and forth, clearly people scared of this little bitch. What are you doing? You have 14 years of experience. Surely you can lead a department, depending on what your specialty is. I'm not sure what floor, if you're on like labor and delivery or whatever. If you are really sick of her, move on. You are not, nobody is tying you to this fucking job unless you're just comfortable with it. Like our first email. Because sometimes that is the case. You get in these positions, it's great money. Yeah, you got to deal with this little bitch, but it's a little bitch that you know. It's a donkey that you're familiar with. However, you don't realize how detrimental it is to your career to stay in a situation where you cannot elevate or be supported by your leadership, whether it's the assistant nurses or the nurse manager that is on staff. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You have to make a decision of what type of bullshit you are willing to put up with. And if you are willing to stick this shit out, then stick it out. But if you feel like, I'm sick of this bitch, I'm tired of putting up with this shit, I need to be actionable and find me another job. Do it. Healthcare, nurses, you can find another motherfucking job. It's some companies are, or some organizations are a little limited to what they can do, but you have seasoned years on you. 14, okay, to be exact. 14 years of experience, no disciplinary actions, no write-ups, no nothing. Get from underneath that bitch and move on. Okay? If you're really sick of it, put it to paper. Give yourself actionable items to get the hell out. In 30 to 60 days, I plan to be X, Y, Z. If I'm not out the door, I got 1 foot out the motherfucking door. Start planning if that's what you really want to do. If you want to complain, continue this course. But if you really want to put some, shit behind it and you really tired of her, do something about it. Okay? You can move on. You can find you another job. This bitch probably stuck in her way, ain't gonna be able to get another motherfucking job. Can't elevate. You said that she jealous of your professionalism and your work ethic. That's already 2 things that sorry bitch ain't got. You already got 2 on her. What are you waiting on? For her to move? Because she's not. She's comfortable. Why would I move when I wield all of the power and control? Why would I do that? Exactly. She's not. Get the fuck on. If that's really what you want to do. If you want to complain, stay your ass there. But you and Benny, y'all need to move on from them damn jobs. That's my opinion. And I'm sure everybody else is listening to me agrees. Sometimes you just need to know when to fold them and move the fuck on. You are not doing yourself mentally any favors by staying in a place that keeps you locked in and suppressed in a fucking position. I promise you. I'm gonna show this bitch. No, you showing yourself a good way to have a motherfucking heart attack. Aneurysms and shit. Burnout. And what happens, that affects how you are able to do your job. It does. You cannot be good at your job in a high stress environment every single day. Healthcare is already hard enough. Time for you to move on. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. All right, y'all. That is it for today's podcast. I hope y'all have a good motherfucking day. For everybody who is listening, I want to say thank you so much. Make sure you tell your mama them, your cousin them, your sister, whoever, that you enjoy listening to this podcast, and give us a 5-star rating on Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, YouTube, however you listen. Make sure that you are telling them how much you love it. I appreciate y'all listening to the podcast. I appreciate you engaging with me on social media. Thank you so much. Y'all don't even know how much of a time we have, because it is so fun recording them videos and seeing them comments and really feeling like, okay, I am not fucking crazy. It's some crazy motherfuckers out here in these jobs. There's some crazy motherfuckers in our, administration of the government. And I love talking about it. So I appreciate y'all engaging in that way and listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. And y'all have a good fucking day, bitch. Make sure you send your emails to the THEE Mill MILL Management Pod POD@gmail.com. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good ass day, and I'll see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Hi, this is Alex Kantrowitz. I'm the host of Big Technology Podcast, a longtime reporter and an on-air contributor to CNBC. And if you're like me, you're trying to figure out how artificial intelligence is changing the business world and our lives. So each week on Big Technology, I bring on key actors from companies building AI tech and outsiders trying to influence it, asking where this is all going. They come from places like NVIDIA, Microsoft, Amazon, and plenty more. So if you want to be smart with your wallet, your career choices, in meetings with your colleagues, and at dinner parties, listen to Big Technology Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.